not, or it will not be the priority for Fennel to be banned away.
Yeah. For now, from what we're seeing, Vi has even banned here for the side of Invade. There's still a chance for Kha'Zix for Chaz, so that's still a possibility, and even a Lee Sin is opened up. So Invade could definitely deny that if they want to lessen what they can pick up here.
I know, for the side of Invade, they're still lacking their possible mid laner or bot laner, and then their jungler as well. Evidence removed, Kha'Zix could be picked up by Invade.
There you go.
They would do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what will Fennel answer with? Because Yone is still available for Chaz to pick up.
Yeah, there's a Lee Sin, there's a Nilla, if ever they want to go the Nilla route that Weiba has been doing every time. But for Fennel, I think it's way better to just get somebody to deal damage also, because they might be lacking during the early game. So a Lee Sin is a good answer here.
Yeah, Lee Sin is something that they could pick up, especially considering that they went in for the Xayah, they went in for the Vlad, and then they also have the Jack. Something that could speed up the pace in the early game and accelerate the scaling of these carry champions for the side for Fennel. It's really good. And now Lee Sin fits in exactly the role that they need. But Zoe picked up by Invade as a soft counter onto Vlad.
Yeah, and usually one of the things that's good about the Zoe is the amount of range that she has together with the damage. That's the reason why it's just such a good champion to pick up, especially on this types of matchup in the mid lane. But will it be effective if it's against Helios?
No, I don't think so. Because Helios... Okay, the thing is, Helios really knows how to play it micro-wise. And I think it is a hard time for any opposing side to be able to bring down Helios that quickly, considering as well that he is given a Vladimir. He is given a champion that could go in and out of fights really easily, so that's something that Invade has to be fearful for.
Yeah. And most of the time during their past games, the CN conference, whenever they see a Vladimir, they always default back to a Kassadin, they always default back to an Akali. But a Zoe is also a good answer, because technically Zoe easily assassinates targets that are short range, which is why it's good for Vladimir.
Yeah, plus the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. If it connects onto Vladimir, I think it just states like a death sentence for him. And the thing is, on top of that, the long-range pokes coming for the likes of Zoe is unsurprising, and that could just burst down the damage of Vladimir, who wants a prolonged fight for that extra sustainability.
Yeah, and right now, Invade Esports would need to come back if they want to get this onto Game 3. Let's see if they're gonna make it work.
Here we go. We're gonna start up this game number 2. Can Invade turn things around and get the reverse sweep? But for now, we're seeing a similar type of play that we've seen from game number 1. We're in Chaz and Ryzen roams up on top side, gets the tri-brush. But Merly and Azrael is also here, with Azrael walking into the tri-brush as well. Counter-strike!
Oh no, it doesn't know that this is gonna happen. Doesn't have any way to go, but he's just gonna be giving this advantage to the other side. Can go for the smite.
Flash?
And Merly was able to still get it in the end, but that was a forced flash for Merly.
Yeah, early summoner spell burn for the side of Invade for Merly even means that when it comes to this early game pacing, considering that Lee Sin into the side for Fennel would really speed up the early game on the visit into mid lane, on the visits into the side lane. Kha'Zix cannot go overextend, cannot go over aggressive into these roams into lane.
Yeah, and what he needs to really do is just to get the first item on the Kha'Zix, or maybe even get the second, because that is when the Kha'Zix is gonna shine, just assassinating the champions that he needs to do. But in the early game, he just needs to get this to level 5 and try to take down everything that he can.
Yeah, it's an extra difficulty. It's an extra degree of hardship for the jungler of Invade to be able to at least match up the pace, I guess, for the jungler of Fennel, for Chaz, because expectedly at level 3, Chaz will already visit these lanes, and for Kha'Zix to be able to keep up, the flash was a bit more of a safety net for him, and losing it was such a huge detriment.
Yeah, and now what's gonna happen is that Chaz is gonna go and invade him, with Orthros and Danny also knowing that this could be a possibility. It's gonna be hard for them to try and fight back this. Look at that. They don't have enough damage in the early game, and this is gonna be taken for free. They hit the stupid trouble bubble, and Chaz is gonna move forward, takes the battle star for himself, goes for the flash, and that is a knockup missed for Fennel.
Good timing coming in from Bank. Uses up the flash to just dodge the knockup from R-Cross. But overall, it was Fennel once again. This is the early game.
Oh, no. Bank has the flash. Okay, great sleepy trouble bubble.
Yeah, but Bank has to give the mid lane away. And the thing is, that is a cannon wave that we're talking about. So a huge chunk of gold will be removed for Bank. Someone has to clear it out.
Yeah, Azrael is also going to go to the mid lane just for them to cover this up and not give Helios any of those platings.
And for now, Helios with it clearing down the wave. A reset could potentially happen for them. Danny goes for the roof.
Yeah. And for now, from what we're seeing right here from Fennel, I'm going to be starting this up. Waiting for the next timing before they go in. Right now, it's still going to be a hard time for Invade.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's the early game. It's decent that we're talking about for the side of Fennel. So it's not their time. It's not yet their time to shine, especially coming into the very first objective. It will be Fennel who will have the advantage, considering you have the likes of the ultimates of the Call of the Forge God as well. And yes, there is it could be argued that Gragas will be the game changer for Invade with the explosive CAC. But the thing is, the difference when it comes to the CCs with the Call of the Forge God along with the Dragon Trade for the side of Fennel is just too huge. And I think the first objective could be the Rift Herald for the side of Fennel, expectedly, if they really want to snowball.
Oh yeah, went in for the stasis on Bank. That could have been really... That's the reason why I was scared about it. Because Helios could just do that. Can go for the transfusion. He's gonna be killed by Merly, but at least they caught a 1-for-1 in the mid lane.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade, and it was Helios who got the kill, and then you have the jungler for the side of Invade who got the kill in trade.
That's surprising. This is surprising. Oh man.
Yeah, and right now we see how Helios played it out, use up the flash, goes in for the Sanguine Pool to deny the turret damage, and also just push in up against the Zoe with an extra movement speed. So really good overall. But I think the thing is, if they want to really push down onto the carries, I think it's more of an even level playing field, because later on Kha'Zix will be the dependency for Invade in terms of objectives, while you have Helios be the dependency for Fennel.
Yeah, 15 seconds on the clock before we go for this first objective, and Chaz wants to get the objective for himself and not let them get any explosive gas. Is going to be used. Orthros is super tanky. Going to be tanking a lot of damage against Invade. Now they don't have the explosive gas here.
Zoning away or cross Danny and Chaz as well, while Danny goes for the clear in wave in mid lane. That's really good.
Yeah, remember, we have Helios on the other side, though. They're going to be trapped here, and Invade is going to have a hard time in this fight. Trying to deny the Call of the Forge God, but they won't be able to do it. But on the back line, though, Bluff X is trying to deny it. On their side, the Dragon's Rage was perfect, and Bank is going to die in the process because of it. Danny is going to be dying, too. They got some kills. They're chasing down Orthros. They don't get the slow, but Azrael is still as fast as they can be. They got the Dragon, and that's good enough.
And that's really unfortunate, because we all know Fennel has the early game lead. And the thing is, with Invade denying that opportunity for the Ice Drake, now it opens up the Rift Herald for Fennel once again to go for the double objective. And it gives Fennel just so much capability to snowball out of proportion here in this early game with the amount of kills that they were able to take. Just look at how they played that out. Orthros went in for the Call of the Forge God. Yes, it only connected onto Pam, but that gave the opportunity for Danny to snowball out of control when it comes to the damage aspect of things. Just going in for the free hit. He solo zone away 4 members coming in from Invade, and Fennel just got the objective freely with their jungler with the help of the remaining members.
They're not yet done though. Sonic Wave was able to connect a while ago, but Chaz might die in the process. Here comes Bluff X in front. He's gonna kill the jungler. They still have the flash. Horizon is also gonna die. It's still a 4v3. Helios might be able to go at it against the members right here. That's gonna be Orthros down. Astriel is still chasing him off. And he was able to go. Look at how fast he's gonna be, but Helios is still in front of Bluff X. He's still got the kill. Look at the snip coming in from Azrael, and that is still 4-for-3 in favor of the side of Fennel.
Too much of an aggression and overstepping boundaries there from Invade. He chased down the support of Fennel under the turret, and it was just really unfortunate. It was just a statement of death there, coming in from the top laner of Invade for Gwen. And the thing is, even if they went in for that trade, it was Fennel who got the better end, because it was Danny who got the kill with Zaya on his hand.
Yeah, and also, one of the things that's always great about this, though, is that in the side of Invade, they try to get the Rift Herald as fast as they can. But the problem there is, whenever you start fights like this, Chaz is not going to let you do it. And Azriel is also going to fall. Merly is going to be next. No leap away just yet. Uses the Void Assault. That's going to be enough. Fennel, that's what? Okay, I thought Orthros was going to get that.
That was unexpected coming from Orthros, but now Invade jumping into the top lane.
Oh, he might be able to make this. Oh, one more shot from the turret could have got that.
Really unfortunate, but the clear down in wave buys a little bit more time into the bot, or well, in the top lane for the waves to be able to reset. But I think it is Invade who will get the turret on top side, get the gold injection onto Bluff X.
What is this, Danny? Look at how he's rotating. He wants to go for a 2v1. Look at how aggressive he's being today.
But if he has the Feather Storm, I think this is still the option for Danny, especially considering how much gold he was able to accumulate and how much items he already had.
Yeah. I know the problem here is Infinity, is how Invade is going to make things work here. Because one of the things that they need to do is find a way to shut down that Vladimir from Helios, because he's just going out of control today. And everything, they could really find a way to answer Chaz, but here it comes. Look at the clone of the Forge God. They're going to go in. Pam won't be able to run away except if he uses his flash. Look at the knock-up right there on Pam, and he's not going to survive this for sure. Better Storm to just end it all. Wait, they didn't get the kill there.
Look at Bank as well coming into the bottom lane. Chaz is coming into fray.
Yeah, here comes Chaz. Goes in for Merly. Sonic Wave's not going to connect.
That will be the end. The Fennel will be able to push back the push. We'll be able to push back the turret taking of Invade into the bottom lane in hopes for the tier 1 turret, but will not be successful to do so. And so far, Fennel still has the map control in their favor, getting a lot of turrets already stolen away from Invade, and still having the tier 1 turret in mid lane still up. And as you have mentioned, 5-1-2 already for Helios.
Look at Helios, he built the Medjais.
And he really wants to go for the snowball, man. I don't even know.
He built the Medjais? What disrespect, man. I mean, he got 5-1 anyway, so he could really build that up.
Yeah, and could lead to more AP down the road, considering how Fennel wants to speed up this mid game. Data is expected coming in from Fennel and the likes, and now starting up the Mountain Drake as well. Invade has information.
Yeah, and this is gonna be the catch here. Invade needs to contest this if they don't want Fennel to get that that second Drake for themselves, closing to the mountain. So right now, Fennel still in position. They have Helios in the mid lane, but this is going to be a 4v5 at the start of the fight, and they need Shaz to secure this if they want to win the fight. Look at the explosive cast to cancel the Cold of the Force God, but that took them so long. That's why they were able to take it in the end. And Fennel gets the dragon. They're going to be running away from this.
Yeah, and that's good enough. I think Fennel understands that in 4v5, they have disadvantage despite their gold lead up against Invade. Right now, with the dragon secured by them, there's no more risk, or there's no more objective to take. There's no more value out from that.
Early, a bit too far away. One more Sonic Wave could end their lives. They got the hit onto Bank. Look at them chasing them down. But Fennel still has the advantage here.
Helios just killed Kha'Zix out from the get-go. And now it's Fennel who will have so much lead from here on out. 5k gold lead already. And with members
just stacking up.
Yeah, and with members stacking for the side of Invade, they could push.
Yeah, Helios stacking up the Medjais isn't what you want to happen here.
Yeah, now looking back at that, it was Horizon who was able to go in for the counter strike. Helios came through into the back. The S1 coming in from Helios as well for the Vlad. It was just perfect. Kill down the jungler for Invade.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's really hard about this is that they can't even kill Helios in this game. That is gonna be one of their starting things. Whenever you give the Vladimir the advantage, a stack of Medjais on a Vladimir together with a Rabbit on stat count, that's just gonna go out of control. Later on the next fight, let's see how much damage Vladimir from Helios could do.
It just breaks the limit. I think from from here on out, Helios' damage is just off the roof, off the chart from game number 2. And now with the Baron available, Chaz comes in.
What? Chaz goes in, goes for the Dragon's Rage, forces Bluff X to use the Lightning Crash. Now they don't have it. Not enough DPS in this next fight. Pam sacrifices himself for it.
And now that easily gives them the numbers advantage into the Baron fight. They could force it away. And yes, you still have Murny coming through, but they could turn around and go into the fight instead.
And they can go for the Baron if ever they want to. They're so fed at this point. They can leave Helios in the mid lane alone and just get this Baron while that's happening. It's 12 minutes, it's still a baby Baron. Invade needs to go at this before they start the fight. They know that they were baited. And now Fennel, are they going to start this now?
Yeah, good discipline and good patience coming from Invade, not going through and not going all in onto the Baron. Considering that Chaz is just baiting against Invade.
Whoa! Okay. They're still not starting it. They're trying to play it safe. 7k gold lead for Fennel.
But the thing is, if Invade gets Baron, I think if Invade gets Baron, they will get a lot of turrets, especially the mid lane, bot lane.
Yeah.
Still unscathed. So I think that is what Fennel is being wary of. They want to play it more safe rather than risking it all.
Yeah, and as long as the Kha'Zix won't have any items, it's not going to be a threat. So that's why here, for the side of Fennel, they're just going for the side lanes, letting Helios do his thing. And maybe even let the Baron, or at least let them take the Dragon later on, so this could be ended. Let them try to go for the invade, so that this could be ended for their side.
Yeah, and I like what Danny is doing. You know what? They already have so much sponge, they have so much frontliners already, but building onto the Mothma Mortius just gives you a lot more safety net onto the likes of Zoe. Because we've mentioned already that Zoe's burst damage potential is too strong. And the surprise factor coming in from a single Zoe is too much because he could just jump into fights and go back into his original position very quickly. And I think Danny wants to play it a bit more safe rather than to risk it. So having the Marshes and having the Bloodthirst gives them so much sustainability.
What? Wait, is this going to be a free Baron? Invade has no idea that this is happening.
No info.
Now they have an idea that this is happening. They're taking their time. And this is just going to be taken casually by the side of Fennel.
And now Fennel got the Baron buff for free. Uncontested. So much more lane priority that they are going to get. Plus the thing is, they are in a good position to take the Dragon Soul.
Yeah. Oh man, this is just unfortunate for Invade. How are they gonna come back from this? I mean, they have been taking some towers right here, left and right, but it's not gonna be enough. If Merle dies here with the Horn of the Forge God, that is gonna be the end of it. Dragon is gonna be taken here for sure.
Danny.
They're gonna go to the back line. They tried to go for Danny. They didn't get the kill. And this might be it. This might be the end. Dragon's Rage to stop him from going away. Asriel onto the back line, fighting against Danny. He's not gonna do anything much because they don't really have enough. The mist is gonna keep him alive. And one more of the snip could end the lives right here of the members of Fennel. Asriel survives, but the mid lane is gonna be pushed.
Yeah, it is going to be pushed as Azrael hopes to go in for the retreat. Cancels it out. Chaz is here.
Oh no. He's not going to be able to kill Azriel at this point. That is just going to be a mid lane turret. Look at what Chaz is doing. He's just denying Azriel the recall. They're going to be ending this game. The Nexus shields are going to fall. And this is Fennel taking a clean 2-0 this game.
Good play coming in from Fennel. Playing it really, really safe with a little bit or with a spice of aggression.